Hello students, in today's video we are going to learn figure of speech. Although this topic is already done in class, I'm still making this video for you to revise the topics in case if you have doubts. Alright, so we're going to learn 3 figure of speeches in today's video. All 3 are super easy. We have already done that in class. So let's start with the first one. Let's go to simile. Now, firstly, before we start, I would like to say that just like you have a preference of a decorated cake over a simple baked cake. Now, your simple baked cake is your simple paragraph or your simple sentence. But when you add figure of speech, it becomes like an icing cake or a cake which is completely decorated with your favorite flavor and your favorite cream, right? So that is how when we add figure of speech, our sentences and our paragraphs look more attractive. So let us firstly start with simile, it being the easiest figure of speech. We will do that first. Now, what is a simile? A figure of speech involving a comparison of one thing with another thing of a different kind, which is used to make description more enhanced. More enhanced means when you're writing a paragraph and you add figure of speech of simile, you add it to make your description more effective, to elaborate your description, to make it more better. Right? When you're describing things, basically simile is used when you're describing things. So it becomes very easy when you add simile to describe things because your readers can understand what you're trying to say. So comparison of one thing with the comparison of other thing means like how that day we had done examples in class saying that as big as a mountain. So you're comparing the size of probably your a soft toy. Probably you're comparing the size of a teddy bear to the size of the mountain. So two things, right? You're comparing what? Your teddy bear and mountain. My teddy bear is as big as a mountain. Means what? You're comparing two different things. One is teddy bear and one is the mountain, just to make it more descriptive. Correct? So that is your simile. Very easy. Examples of simile is, see, I've given you as big as a mountain, as soft as a silk, as white as snow, as clear as crystal, as sweet as honey, or as sweet as sugar. All of these things, right? So this is a very easy figure of speech. Please make sure you revise this properly. And the PDF about your answer key is already sent in EduSprint, right? Last week only it has been sent. Please complete all your answers if incomplete. Let's move on to the second type of figure of speech, which is called alliteration. What is alliteration? Very, very, very simple. The occurrence means the happening of the same letter or sound again and again. So at the beginning of closely connected word means you have to see the starting alphabet of all the words. Beginning means starting alphabet. Okay, so don't get confused with the sentence. The occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of closely connected words means in a sentence you have to see all the starting alphabet and make sure your alliteration is there. See, examples of alliteration is she sells seashells on the seashore. So what is the sound? S, 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 correct? So you are seeing the beginning of the closely connected words. Closely connected words is the words that you put in a sentence like S, 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 S. Oh, second one also I've taken S only accidentally. Sheep should sleep in a shed. Sheep should sleep in a, oh, that's a challenge. Can you try and say the second sentence very fast? It's a tongue twister. The sheep should sleep in a shed. S, 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 S again. So this is alliteration. The sound of S is coming again and again. So that is going to be your alliteration. Let's move on to the third figure of speech. Super easy, simple. What is repetition? The act of repeating one word more than once in a sentence or a paragraph or a stanza is called repetition. And we have already discussed that, dear children, in alliteration you have sounds repeating itself, and in repetition you have words repeating itself, correct? So repetition and alliteration are very similar but different, right? They are not the same, they're similar. So in repetition you repeat the words, and in alliteration you only repeat your sounds or alphabet. All right. So the act of repeating one word more than once in a sentence, a paragraph, or a stanza. Let's see the examples of repetition. Let it snow, let it snow, let the world be happy. So repetition can be let, because the let is repeating thrice. It can also be there because it is again repeating twice. So I think repetition we have found. In the first sentence, repetition is let and it. Correct? Any other word repeating again more than once? No. Happiness is a habit. Happiness, find happiness in small things. So can you tell me which is the repetition word? Yes, that's right. That's happiness. So happiness is a word that's repeated more than once. Happiness, happiness. Twice it is repeated. So that is your repetition. So there you go, children. Very easy. 3 figure of speech is done. Very easy. So I hope you all have understood this. And if you haven't still understood, please take a look at the video again. Thank you, class.